everybody, welcome to Let's Get Cooking. If you're seeing me right now, it must be Thursday at 11 o'clock because that's when this show is on. I'm John Voorhees, and on Let's Get Cooking, we're going to speak with and work with and watch the best chefs of Nevada County make a signature dish. Today I'm joined by Maddie Hedeland. And Maddie, let's get a few words from you first.
Well, I work here at Nevada County Media.
Do you really?
Yeah,
oh,
it's awesome.
That's
I love
so cool.
it, and I love doing shows.
Is this actually...
that's for avocados, but if you like to use your imagination, you know,
I'm sorry,
it's good too.
I'm kind of new to this. First time we're doing this, so getting a little bit nervous. What are we making today, Maddie?
Today we are going to make a Brussels sprout salad with avocado and pumpkin seeds.
Wow.
Yeah.
And did you preset the oven yet?
They are not going to be cooked.
350 is probably the safest for Brussels sprouts, don't you think?
Yeah, except these are going to be raw.
You're eating them raw.
We're eating them raw. We're going to be like little rabbits eating raw Brussels sprouts.
I don't know if that's particularly safe, but okay, let's continue. I am in your hands. Let's see what you're going to do.
All right.
What's step number one?
So step number one is to get your Brussels sprouts. So when looking for Brussels sprouts, it's really important to look for smaller Brussels sprouts rather than larger ones, because the smaller, more tightly packed the Brussels sprout is, the sweeter it's actually going to be. And because we're eating these raw, and we're only going to be having like a dressing and avocado and pumpkin seeds on them, we want them to be as sweet as possible. So if we were looking at these two Brussels sprouts, this one is larger than this one, and so this one will probably be a little bit more bitter than this one.
Brussels sprouts, is that what Belgian boys join to learn how to make campfires and go, you know,
no, I think those
camping
are the
in the
Brussels
woods?
Scouts.
Brussels Scouts. Brussels Scouts. Different. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the first thing we're going to do with the Brussels Scouts...
Not so easy for you, is it? Huh?
is we're going to cut off the end of it.
Cut off their heads?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
More like the back end, though. And then we're going to put this little piece over here in a discarded pile of stuff that we're not going to use.
Okay, fair enough.
So because these leaves are a little wilted and a little dirty, we're also going to be putting those over in that pile. And then all of the ones that look good and they look tasty and they look sweet, we're going to be putting them all into this bowl here for our salad. So if you want to continue, let me cut off a little bit more so you have a good grip. If you want to continue peeling that.
I've been trying to get a good grip my entire life. I really don't.
It's hard to do. Yeah.
So I'm peeling.
So you're peeling it, and you're going to peel it down to about this size. And
Holy
anything
crap.
smaller than this isn't really going to be able to be eaten well.
All right.
So I'll do this one right here.
And this is a what salad again?
A Brussels sprout salad with avocado and pumpkin seeds.
See, I thought you were calling it something else before.
A Brussels sprout.
Oh, I thought you were calling it a Rob salad or something like that.
A Rob salad?
Oh,
No, it's a raw Brussels sprout salad.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a mouthful, huh?
So you didn't pay for these Brussels sprouts?
I did, actually.
You stole them.
Well, I mean...
Rob is not a verb, it's
raw.
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 Raw. Oh, I thought you said Rob. See,
Raw.
I gotta get my hearing checked.
How you doing over there?
Raw.
That
I don't
feeling
know.
well for you?
I'm kind of under a lot of pressure trying to pull the leaves off of this thing.
You gotta have dainty fingers.
Yeah, I don't have dainty fingers. How are we doing now? Is that, no?
That's small enough.
Is that?
Yeah, so you're gonna take that and you're gonna put it over into this bowl over here, and if you have a compost pile, you can either put this in your compost pile or you can throw it away.
Sure.
Or if you have little animals like chickens and rabbits and stuff that are vegetarian eaters, they also love these too. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're actually going to be making our dressing.
Ah.
So how we make this dressing is we use Dijon mustard, olive oil, and then lemon.
Ah, sure.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to zest the lemon.
Yeah, I knew I was going to see something great today. And there it is.
There it is.
Huh?
That's a great joke.
I'm telling you.
You really shredded that one.
Oh, I think it has a lot of appeal, personally. I could do orange or lemon jokes till the cows come home.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When are they coming home?
In about half an hour, I guess.
Man,
So
that doesn't give you a lot of time.
no, you better get moving.
Yeah.
I don't know if we should continue this witty banter. You have so much work to do making this salad. Again, no oven, you say?
No,
this one.
no oven,
raw
no
salad.
stove top.
All right.
So you're gonna zest about a teaspoon of this. You want it really finely zested, but I don't have that good of a zester because it's not the zest. So
Sure. I think that's a very fine zest.
very fine zest.
I mean, I've seen zesting come and go. You're doing great.
Oh.
Good zest.
Oh, good. So you're gonna have about that much in your bowl. And we're gonna take the lemon and we're gonna cut it in half, or thirds. And we want about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. So I'm just gonna remove that little seed and I'm gonna squish.
Wait a minute, so now you're
out.
going a little fast for me here.
Yeah.
No lemon seeds in the salad? Is that what you're
No
going with that
lemon
one?
seeds in the salad. Pumpkin seeds, yes. Lemon seeds, no. You're gonna squeeze that. Sometimes if you push it inside out and then you just get it very nicely juiced.
Sure.
And let's do a little bit more just for flavor. Oh, and I got some seeds in there.
Again
so
with the
let's-
lemon seeds. I
let's
feel
get
like we're
those
taking
out.
1 step forward, 2 steps back, I think, on the lemon seed thing.
Yeah, you know, they're finicky little things.
They sure are. And yet you can
Alrighty.
grow a lemon tree out of them.
Right,
Can
exactly.
you imagine that?
Strange.
It really is funny how that works.
All right, so after you are done with your lemon, actually grab a paper towel.
You know what I would do? I would pour that lemon juice. If you have any, cuts or anything like that, it's really good for healing cuts.
Yeah, doesn't it like sting a little bit?
It hurts like the
hurts,
Dickens.
yeah.
I wouldn't normally say like the Dickens, but
Where does that expression come from?
Victorian England.
Victorian England.
Charles Dickens, actually, a lot of people don't know this.
that makes
They
sense.
thought, he was a voice for the underclass. He actually went around kicking children all day long. That was his thing.
Oh.
Really not a pleasant person.
Oh, I did not know that about
I
Charles
just
Dickens.
made it up.
I could tell.
But that's where that came from.
Yeah. All right, so after you're done with your lemon, you're gonna get your Dijon mustard.
Okay.
And it's coming out fast.
Sure.
So I'm gonna do probably about 1.5 tablespoons, maybe 2 tablespoons of that.
Now, Dijon mustard
I'm gonna
comes
mix
from
it.
France. Do you know what part of France?
No, I don't.
Dijon.
Is it Dijon?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna whisk that. We're gonna whisk all of the zest, the lemon juice, and the Dijon mustard together.
Okay, so there's a song about this process, and I've always, maybe you could clear this up, because, I got the name of the salad wrong. That song, When You Whisk Upon a Star? That makes no sense to me whatsoever. What is that about?
I think that's from Pinocchio.
Right, Pinocchio, when they made that salad.
Yeah, it was a good salad. It was the one where you have to tell the truth, right?
I guess that was it.
All right.
But you're whisking.
I'm whisking. Yes, I'm whisking. Now that it's all kind of congealed together, we're gonna add some olive oil and about 3 or 4 tablespoons. I kind of eyeball it.
I guess you do. You
Yeah.
have no idea how much you just put in there, do
Nope,
you?
none whatsoever.
That wasn't-
But I eyeball a lot of what I cook, and it turns out pretty good
Oh,
most of
I
the
have
time.
no doubt. I'm sure that's
So,
true.
You're gonna whisk the olive oil in.
There's that
until
word
it's
again.
all
That looks very
congealed.
nice.
And if you don't have a whisk, you can use a fork or even a spoon.
Sure.
I would choose a fork over a spoon because it has the prongs.
Well, this
so.
is kind of, you might be stepping on some people's toes there on the fork spoon thing, but generally go with a whisk.
Generally go
Don't
with
you
a whisk.
think?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have strong feelings about that. Well, I must say, it's the excitement is palpable here.
Poppable, exactly.
I don't
All
use
right.
that word very often.
No?
No.
So we're gonna add some salt and pepper. That looks good.
And maybe a half cup of salt, half cup of pepper,
About, yeah.
maybe a little under.
Oh.
I'm trying to help here. You did not give a measurement on the salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper to taste is what I'm gonna say. I prefer my stuff a little bit more salty and less peppery, but a lot of people don't like the amount of salt that I normally put in my food.
Okay, so let's go over this. So 2.5 tablespoons olive oil,
Salt and pepper, about 2 teaspoons
spoons
of
of
zest.
right? And what about the mustard there?
The mustard I did about 1.5 tablespoons.
All right,
Yeah, and you whisk it together.
then
You
a
have
cup
a
of salt.
nice looking thing. Yeah, and a whole cup of salt.
cup of salt.
Whole
Yeah.
cup of salt. Salt
Sure.
to taste, people. Salt to taste. So after this is nicely whisked together, I'm just gonna try a little bit of it.
Do you think that's nicely whisked or just
I
whisked?
do. I think it's nicely
I think you've
whisked.
done a
I
nice
think
job
it's,
too. But
It's congealed nicely and it has a good flavor. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to
de-whisk it?
de-whisk it. Yeah.
I'll tell you, I'll give you $5 if you can separate all the ingredients and put them back where they came from.
I might need like
Not up for it?
100.
It's only a half-hour show though.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not enough time. All right, so we're gonna take our peeled Brussels sprouts and we're gonna pour our dressing over it. And I'm going to get it back in there with the whisk.
You know, you keep saying we, but I notice that you're doing all the work, which is totally cool.
Well, you're supervising.
Ah, yeah, see, supervisory capacity, that's
Yes.
me. I'm really good at that.
You're very good at that.
Yeah.
So we're going to put that dressing into it.
Okay.
And then we're going to get our tongs.
Oh, don't stick your tongue out at me.
Make sure to do a few tests.
Funny once, funny every
Clicks.
time, that joke.
Test click it.
Yes, it's clicking.
And we're going to stir this up until all the dressing is evenly distributed throughout the salad.
If you don't mind, I'm going to go back a few. I knew this wasn't a microphone. I just wanted to see if you had played along.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you notice that?
Yes, you did.
What's funny is when I grabbed that earlier, I didn't even know it was. I was just hoping it was for avocados.
But it does look microphonish.
It does, yeah. All right, so now that all of this is evenly dispersed,
Sure.
I'm going to add a little bit more salt and a little bit more pepper to taste.
To taste, not actually a whole cup of salt.
To taste.
A cup of salt would be a lot. I think you're having issues here.
How'd that taste?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Yeah?
Well,
You sure?
needs more salt.
Needs more salt?
Another cup.
All right, so next we're going to grab our avocado. And we are going to grab it.
Oh, now watch this. Let's see your avocado technique here. Did you know what these used to be called?
What?
Alligator pears.
Alligator pears.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. Is it because they look kind of like alligators?
I think they're pears with alligator skin on.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Oh, look at this beautiful avocado.
Yeah.
That is a good avocado. I was looking through my batch of avocados this morning.
That seems very judgmental.
And,
you don't know if it's a good avocado. It might have had some.
You don't, but
It might be
check that out.
misunderstood.
There we go.
Yeah.
So then we're gonna take our microphone
Yeah, sure.
and we're just gonna scoop
Oh, that's how
this
that works.
avocado.
It's magic.
It is.
I did not know
If you
about
can see
the
that I'm
invention.
struggling with this, it's because I've never done this
You're
before.
great. Listen, I'm behind you 10%. I think you're doing wonderful.
And we're gonna toss that in.
Look at that.
I'm gonna toss that right in. So let's do the other side. Do you want to try the other side?
You're asking a
I
lot here.
think you can do it. I think you'll do great.
Okay, let me take the microphone. Now it's a Mr. Microphone. Oh, watch it. I'm going to make you look so bad here. Watch this
Have
move.
you done this before?
No.
Are you sure?
What do you say? Oh.
That was pretty
Check
suspicious.
that action out. I'm just saying, am I? Okay, there we go. Check that action out. That is one gorgeous. Okay.
So then you're just gonna plop it in. Plop is the technical term. Can you plop it the other way?
Oh, I'm just joking. Okay, ready? Watch this action. Boom.
Look at that.
Oh.
What a good plop.
I'm telling
I'll
you.
take that for you.
That's
All right.
a funny quote there.
So now we're gonna gently stir in.
Look
our
at
avocado.
that. Are you jealous of my avocado technique?
I am a little jealous.
Little jealous,
I'm a
yeah.
little jealous. I wish mine was better than what you did.
Well, I
Yeah.
tell you.
So we're gonna
Different
gently
slice of
stir
life.
in this avocado so it doesn't, become avocado mush. I also have like a Brussels sprout guacamole.
Mush, is that a technical term?
That is the technical term.
Yeah,
You
mush.
can also use squishy in place of mush if you're also looking.
Oh,
for
that's the
word
thing
to
that holds
use.
one's hair in place of squishy.
Yeah. So the last
Tastes
piece
good here.
of this salad is the pumpkin seeds. So these are raw, hulled pumpkin seeds. So they don't
Okay.
have the pumpkin seeds shell on them anymore.
Funny you said those. I saw those. You know what I said to myself? Nuts.
Nuts.
But I was wrong. They're seeds. They're
They're
not
seeds.
nuts.
They're not nuts. Yeah.
No.
So you can also toast these too if you want a little bit of extra crunch. But I like them the way they are because they're crunchy
And how would you
soft.
toast them?
You would toast them in the oven at probably about 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. That's the general good line. And you want to shake them up every couple of minutes to make sure they don't burn or.
You'd have to pick up the oven and do that though. So you put them on a tray in
If
the
you get
oven.
like a dolly and then you shake
Shake the
whole
oven,
oven,
yeah.
that works out.
But don't put it in your toaster, which is the mistake I made.
Oh yeah, that would.
'Cause
May
it
have some like popcorn.
Sets off the
seeds.
smoke alarm.
Oh, yeah, that too.
And generally, when I make salads, I often set off the smoke alarm. It's the oddest thing.
Yeah, that is strange.
It is strange.
So we're gonna shake a little bit of these over the top.
Pumpkin seeds,
Pumpkin seeds.
but hold pumpkin seeds.
Hold pumpkin seeds.
Not whole pumpkin seeds. Hold.
Hold, yes. So the shell of the pumpkin seed is peeled off.
Alright.
And then we're gonna mix those in, and voila, we have our Brussels sprout salad.
I love that Brussels sprout salad. Look at that.
Would you like to try some?
I was waiting for you to ask.
Alrighty.
All right, remember, this is our very first episode. So here's the very first dish in the very first episode in the very first show ever filmed at Nevada County Media in the new location, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
So what I recommend how you eat it is you get a Brussels sprout leaf,
Okay.
a little bit of avocado, and make sure you have some pumpkin seeds on it. So you get the trifecta.
There's a lot of work here eating.
Yeah, there it
Let me
is.
try it. Okay, let me get a close up here. Oh, I don't think I have the avocado. You did not give me any avocado. Oh, there's some avocado. Let me try that again.
There you go.
Thank you. Mmm. Oh, it's really good. It's wonderful. Maddie, what a wonderful meal.
Thank you
It
so
looks
much.
very healthy, too.
It is. It's
really-
incredibly healthy.
It's actually, everything's balanced out, really. I must say, the salad dressing.
It balances
yeah,
it
let me
well.
try that again.
Yeah, and if you like a little bit more of the mustard taste, add a little bit more Dijon to your dressing. I added a lot more yesterday, and I definitely got more of that mustard taste. And it was really good, and they balance everything out perfectly.
And I think you were right about salt to taste. I
Yes.
think a cup of salt would have ruined it.
Yeah, I think
It would
so.
have been very salty.
Maybe 2 cups would have been better.
Yeah, yeah, beautiful. Nicely done.
Alrighty.
Well, this concludes, as far as I know, our first episode of Let's Get Cooking. I'd like to thank Maddie Head and Lamb. Do you want to talk into the avocado peeler again, just for
Yeah,
giggles?
it's a little dirty.
No, it isn't dirty. You don't know where it's been. So thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. And remember, Let's Get Cooking, Thursdays at 11 right here on Nevada County Media. I'm John Voorhees, and let's have a nice round of applause for Maddie Hedemann coming in here. Teaching us how it's done. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next Thursday.